Viewer discretion is advised while watching this program. The thoughts and views expressed are solely those of the two hosts.
What's happening?
Nothing. How are you doing?
Oh man, there's a lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
So much has happened since last episode. Oh man, you wouldn't believe it.
Are you?
Well, let's start off with the biggest news. It's your birthday.
Yeah, birthday episode today. Yeah.
Birthday episode. Yeah, we had to do a birthday episode.
24 years old today.
24. That's awesome.
24,
Congrats.
yeah. 24 and 24.
I decided the reason we're starting later at 10 p.m. I had to get a special edition. I was looking for the 120, and I didn't find it at Total Wine. Those fucks. They had 90 and they had the 60, and then they had some like fucking drink all day shit. And then I looked for Pliny at the Whole Foods. They didn't have any Pliny, so I found this. But I found this. This looked interesting. I almost got a KBS. Have you had the chocolate espresso?
No.
Yeah, I almost got that, but I was like, I'm not gonna drink that tonight. That'll fuck me up. And which is another story I gotta talk about on this. And then they also had spicy chocolate KBS.
No, I haven't heard of any of those.
Okay,
I have not.
They were like $25 for a 4-pack, but
wow.
So it's kind of pricey. So I don't know if I don't like it, then I'm gonna be like, why? Like I don't think I'd like the spicy, but we'll see. Maybe I'll bring one to Lompoc. So instead I saw this. This looked interesting in honor of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Fucking Weapon X.
Wow.
By Mason Aleworks. It's a hazy IPA. Fucking. Have you heard of Mason?
I have not.
It's San Diego.
Oh, it's got to be good then. Everything from San Diego is good.
Like the artwork got me, but somebody told me it was good. The guy checking out said he heard it was good, and they're heavy, 7% instead of the comic number. It's 7%. Pretty cool. And then I got a Deadpool one too, but I'll put this one first.
Wow. So just from experience, anything from San Diego is usually pretty good. You can't go wrong with San Diego.
I got my forged cup that I stole from Ultimate Fighter last season. Not stole, but they were giving them away because they didn't use them all. Yeah, it's a hazy. It's not that cold though. It's from their fridge, but their fridge was like as warm as the store almost. So I don't know.
What the hell?
Looks pretty good.
Beautiful looking color.
Yeah,
Got a good head on it.
Yeah, good head.
Cheers.
What do you drink?
Just a mango soleil.
Yeah, no drinking.
Taking it easy tonight. Been taking it easy all week. Yesterday I got a little fuckered up. I drank some of those tequila drinks that I made. I made them a little stronger yesterday.
Oh yeah, the Cuban.
What's that?
Was it the Cuban?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was good. Those are dangerous, man. Then I topped it. I don't know if when you were here, but I topped it off with a little Grand Marnier. So that was Cadillac Cuba.
That classed it up a lot.
Oh man, those are dangerous, man.
You gotta be careful with those.
They taste they go down so smooth, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I got a lemon from the neighbor, like a ripe lemon, fresh squeezed lemon juice in it. It was just magnificent.
That's real deal. It's not store-bought lemons.
Really. Yeah, these were like probably organic.
Wow.
No, probably not organic. But yeah, nice birthday today.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything too crazy. Went to my mom's, hung out with the kids, had a nice dinner, had some cake, and that was about it. You know, when you get to be my age of 24, you don't really need like fancy days anymore.
It's just another birthday, 25 next year.
Yeah, that's like going to be a good one next year. Then yesterday I played a little bit of golf with our friend of the show, Samoa and Eric. We went and played some golf yesterday, so that was fun. Just been taking it easy. It's been a nice vacation up till now. Weather's been nice. Don't have any complaints. Just been relaxing, trying to recover.
Nice.
The first day off on Monday, I did a 12-mile hike. 12 miles in. That was cool. And just relaxing.
You're sweet. Sounds
taking
like
care of business. Yeah. You know, maybe play a little bit of golf tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Don't have any plans.
That's good.
You know, probably sleep in till about 7:30.
Nice.
That's all I got. 7:30.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Early tomorrow too.
So did you get that text? Are you able to talk about what went on with this job or?
I don't know. You know what? I think they sent me an NDA in an email, and I was just like, I didn't sign it, and nobody asked me because there's so many people on it. I did sign some paperwork to get paid, but I don't think I. So what? I'll just I don't care that.
Is the job over?
Job's over. They just gotta send me my last paycheck, which.
But I thought this was gonna go for like 2 weeks.
It did.
The 2 weeks is over.
So like, I don't think anything I say would be. I didn't see any of them actually doing the show. It's some kind of game show. I don't know. Is that a stadium? I don't. Maybe I won't say where exactly. Maybe you can put it together. But it was. I mean, it wasn't. It was just long hours, and it was overnights. And I was sleeping during the day, and it sucked. And I'd wake up and just be worn out. Like I never even left because I was doing 12-hour days or whatever. I heard some shit like people were saying online, like, oh, all these people got hurt and all these people walked off. And I didn't see any of that. I think it's all made up bullshit. Like I'm sure some people, I mean, on any game show, people go to the hospital, people walk off if they're whatever, for whatever reason, quit the show. So I didn't see anything that was like, now that it's over, nothing was out of the ordinary. The one thing I did see, biggest group of pussies I've ever seen, bunch of little babies that wanted ibuprofen every 20 minutes. They're just like, oh, that person's getting it, so I want it too. Shit like that. They ran out of chapstick the first day. Things were just like, it was just chaos. There's too many people. As it was just like they didn't know how to deal with it the first day that they're all there, and then they finally got it down a little bit and then figured it out, and like it was fine. I got a bunch of hours and got paid okay. But during that, because I was just not sleeping, so my friend was a photographer there, and he was practicing headshots on me and some other dudes. And he took this picture. Maybe I'll put it in if I can get it. But it was a black and white picture, and it was just kind of me staring off in the distance. And I was like, this looks like I'm dying or something, or I'm dead. So I posted on Instagram. I was gonna put I'm dying or something stupid. But then I put RIP because I was just not thinking. I was just like tired as shit, and like I thought it was funny or whatever. And then what I didn't realize is that when you post to Instagram, I have it linked to Facebook because it's all the same company now. So putting that on Instagram is one thing where like, I'm sure people would see it and like, I think one guy commented and was like, what? Like crying face or something. Like like they thought I was really dead. I was like, that's whatever. Then a guy from Australia that I went to wrestling school with called me. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, what's the problem? And he's like, oh, you put RIP, and it's on, and then I realized it's on Facebook, and Facebook's like a weird. People put shit like that on Facebook. I don't know how to post on social media. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So anyway, like 5 people thought I was dead or something for like 20 minutes. And I caught it right away because I was on my phone at work. And I was like, nope, not dead. And I changed the caption to like ripped and like put 2 P's and a ED at the end. And then, or I changed it to not dead. And I put like me alive. And I don't know. So for 20 minutes, people thought I was dead. And another guy called me. He's like, "That's messed up, man." Like, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was just like not sleeping." And like, I don't know. I thought it was funny for a second, and I didn't think it would post to Facebook. So it was a big fucking mess. And then, so that's one thing that happened due to this fucking job, because I just wasn't sleeping. I wasn't sleeping enough. I was sleeping during the day and whatever. Then, and my sister, even my sister saw it, who's like my half sister, and she lives in Vegas. We never hang out. But she sees me on social media and she's like, she called my brother crying, I guess, which is like, oh, fuck, that sucks that she saw. Like, I don't know why she wouldn't just call me if she thought something was wrong. Like, but I don't know. She has my number too. Anyway, so that was a debacle because of this, because I was just worn out. And then Sunday, we switched from overnights to Monday. We were back to day shift, so they let us off early. So I went to this bar, the McMullen's Irish Pub. It's a really good pub. If you guys come to Vegas, we should go. And they have like 200 kinds of Irish whiskey or some shit like that. One of them's like $300 a shot or something. It's like really rare. So I went with some of the dudes from work, and we were all bullshitting whatever. I only had 4 beers, and I remember all of them. I had a Carlsberg. I had a hazy little thing. I had a Voodoo Ranger, and I had a Firestone Double Barrel, and that was it, right? Does that sound like that would just like destroy you? Like 4 beers?
No.
So I remember all of them, but then so the weird thing was I got there late, so everybody else left, and I was like, I'm gonna stay a little longer. I'm gonna order food and bring it back to me and my lady. So I got the double barrel last. I got a thing of water and drank it. This taxi driver sat next to me, and he was like, they give a special discount for steak and eggs for taxi drivers or something like that. And he started talking to me. He's like an Armenian dude with like his eyebrows were like crazy like that, but like perfectly manicured, and his face is like too manicured, and like hair. He just looked like a fucking like Liberace of taxi cab drivers or something. So like he's talking me up, and I was like, oh, blah blah whatever. And then I ordered a Lyft home, Uber or whatever. And he's like, oh, you ordered? I could have given you a ride. And I was like, it's okay. Like he just seemed kind of off or weird or something. But the bar knew he was a taxi driver, so I don't know. So then I get home and I eat. So I have 4 beers and I just ate. I mean, unless I like totally blacked out and just started taking shots, I don't think I did any of that. I went to bed at like 2. I slept like 5 hours. I slept through my alarm the next day. I was fucked up all day, like at work. I was just out of it off of 4 beers. And I was
Somebody slipped you a Mickey.
That's all I can think of. Cause this dude's like, he's weird looking. He's like what you would put down as a rapist in a movie, where it's not like a creepy one. It's like, he's creepy in a different way. He's like too pretty of a man to be like in a bar. I don't know, because the whole day, all of Monday, I woke up, I slept through my alarm and then I got to work an hour late. And then I was just like fucking felt like shit all day, just chugging liquid IVs. We had liquid IVs everywhere, just chugging everything. Didn't feel good, just shitting crazy all day, just like having to shit like 10 times. Just, I don't know. It didn't seem right. And then today, my lady tells me I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm standing against the wall like this, and I knocked over a mug of pens and broken it. So I'm like, I don't even remember that shit off of 4 beers. This is either I'm dying, I really am dying, and I've cursed myself into like my organs are failing and cannot process alcohol, or I got slipped a Mickey.
I think you got roofied.
I think there's a chance. I don't know. I don't know when I think I was holding on to my beer too and like making sure maybe I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to blame this dude either. but it's
Four
like
beers?
the same name.
I've seen you drink 4 beers in 20 minutes.
And this is over, like, I got there at like 12:30, and then I was there till like 2, so it's like 2 beers an hour, something like that. I don't know.
I mean, they weren't
2:30.
exactly like high purple gas octane. I mean, the Rangers high.
Rangers high, but like
Carlsberg is probably not so high.
Nah, that's a
Double barrels, not that much.
No, it's like 6 or 7, I think.
It's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Double barrels light.
So it's not like I don't know, unless I'm just misremembering, and I don't know. It just seemed weird when I heard the mug thing that I knocked over a mug. I don't even remember that. So I'm like, how did I sleep through my alarm? Even when I sleep like 3 hours off of like a drinking binge. I know I'm getting older and I'm not eating as crazy. I'm trying to eat healthier, but I don't know. It just didn't make sense. I ate steak and eggs after, like, even, I didn't throw up. I don't know. It's just strange. So
I think you got roofied.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say for sure, but it just sounds weird. And then I had an interview for a warehouse job at UFC, and they fucking offered it to me. So now I'm doing the background.
Nice.
There. So I might be a full-time job, 9 to 5, weekends off.
Working for UFC in the warehouse?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
Driving forklifts and shit. I gotta learn how to drive forklifts now.
I got a pit certificate. I know how to drive the forklift.
Everybody tells me it's not that hard, so
it's really not that hard.
Yeah, so
I'm not very good at it, but I can do it.
Yeah, I'm sure if it's something I have to do every day, I'm sure it's like,
oh yeah, get
used to it.
Yeah,
I might do that. I don't know. We'll see if I pass the background. If they see this podcast, maybe they'll be like, you're talking shit on there. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you got freaking roofied.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I did. Maybe 4 beers just, not great.
I don't think so.
But whatever. But yeah, so that's my week. And then now I'm off until August 5th. So that's the bad part too. Because that job starts August 5th, if I do get it, then I'll have to leave August 4th, which is day after SummerSlam. So I can't.
August 5th is a
Monday. So it's the Monday after SummerSlam. So I probably can't. I can't be going crazy on some. Not that I was planning to, but my plan is to drive to Lompoc on August 1st, and then stay till the 4th. Hang out.
August. Oh, the Thursday?
Yeah, I would come like Monday this week, but or next week, but I committed to babysitting my friend's kids for like the week. And I thought I didn't know about this UFC job, so I thought I'll just go on the 2nd and then stay till the week after or some shit. But fuck. Hold on a second. Let me tell you another fucking story real quick. What do you want? One last apostle life story. So people are always asking me, "You gonna have kids?" And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm 39. It's probably not a good fucking idea because it'll be an old ass kid, old ass baby. Second, he's like, I have these fucking cats. I can't even take care of them right. This big bushy motherfucker, he eats plastic bags, and I leave plastic bags everywhere. And I thought I got them all up. Just tonight, I was putting together some stupid fucking stands for my action figures because I'm 39. I'm not having any kids. I get the action figures. And this fucking cat, I leave a plastic bag like in a basket. He finds it and eats it. He just eats these plastic bags and then he throws up or he shits weird. And it's just like, I'm never having kids. Like, what if the kid eats a plastic bag? I'm going to be able to take care of that shit.
It won't be good if the kid eats a plastic bag.
No. So, like, if the cat dies from eating plastic bags, I mean, it's on him. But if, like, a kid dies from, then there's charges going to be brought up. So what am I supposed to do? I'm not having fucking kids.
So breaking news. Here, I thought you were going to say that you were pregnant, but the breaking news is you're not having kids.
It's not a good idea because I will kill this motherfucker with something because I I can't take care of this fucking cat. Can't keep plastic bags off the ground, apparently. Even like, I mean, he can jump up on shit too. He's like a lion. He could jump really fucking high. So I can't even leave him like anywhere he could hop up to. I have to like either put him in a closet he can't get to, or put him on like the top shelf that there's no way to jump up there.
It's complicated, man. Life is complicated for you
My
right
life's been
now.
very complicated the past couple weeks with this fucking nonstop work, getting possibly roofied, and fucking.
Dude, plus fucking working graveyards, that's never fun. Like working graveyards sucks.
Which, and now I'm like, in the interview I had for the thing, I was like, yeah, I'm working overnights right now, and I don't want to do that anymore. The guy's like, yeah, I did that for a while, and I was older, and I don't ever want to do that. And I was like, yeah. So
I don't want to do it anymore either.
Yeah,
I did that shit for 10 years. That's enough.
No, I did it consistent for a couple years, and then just on these jobs, if I take a job, it's like sometimes they just schedule you overnight and they don't even tell you, and you're like, well, I'm already here. So, but yeah, no more of that bullshit, hopefully.
So with the UFC job, is that like an entry-level job that could lead to?
I don't know. It's like warehouse manager, which sounds impressive, but like, I don't know. It's like 26 an hour or something like that, which is good, but it's like hopefully it seems kind of entry level in the sense that I pretty much told them the only warehouse I ever worked at was Sears, and they're like, well, they like laughed at me, and then they're like, yeah, like you don't have to be a warehouse guy to get this job, but like we just want the best candidate, you know. So like sounds like they liked me the best.
Oh, they could teach you how to drive the forklift.
Yeah, it's like stuff anybody can do but like I think they hired some other dude and it didn't work out. So like not everybody's a good fit. So hopefully I'm a good fit and it fucking pans out, and then I can move up in a couple years or get some, cool I don't know, just having that schedule to me is worth the.
Oh man, Monday through Friday with weekends off, probably holidays off.
Yeah, sounds.
Might as well go work at a bank.
I mean, I'd probably do less money for that schedule.
Maybe you could go be a teacher.
Yeah. Like you get summers off too. Wow.
Who else can we shit on right now?
Fucking I don't know.
Anybody that works on base?
Yeah, those base fuckers.
Yeah. Who else do you want to shit on?
Two Match Casino employees,
probably like the upper ones, not the guys that are working on the front line.
Yeah, you have to work really hard in valet to make that much money an hour, and then even if you do, you got a shit schedule, like where your swings or whatever.
Or graves.
Yeah, graves.
There was probably no money to be made in valet on graves, right?
It's just, I think the best money making schedule would be like Tuesday through Sunday, or what? Wednesday through Sunday, like
2 to 10.
2 to 10. No. Like 6 to 2. Cause
6 p.m.
Yeah, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's how it used to be to me, because so you get people that leave bingo. Bingo usually ended at 10, so you'd get either people coming in or out for bingo, and then you'd get, if there's a concerts end at like 10, so you get all those no matter what day it was, and then like the late, like till 2. Sometimes like stuff gets out after 10 p.m. after 12 p.m. So you get some of that trickling in after 2. But after 2, it's like, it's pretty rare. Like maybe you get a 20 here, 20 there. But yeah, something like that. 6 to 2, 5 to 1, 4 to 12. I feel like stuff you can get some money after midnight. Like midnight to 2, you can get some money. But nobody I didn't ever want to work that. That was like a pain in the ass. Like you can't do it. You don't have a life, really. Like if you work the weekends, especially.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're just like, oh, I'm gonna get up and get ready for work. But I don't know. My brother likes the later schedules, but I don't even think he wants to work past 2 though. Like he wants to get off at 12 and then, or 11 or something, and then be up till 2 or 3. But.
So what exactly shift is he? He's off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
I think that's his schedule now.
And he's like 2 to 10?
I don't even know. Yeah, something like that, because I feel like he gets home at 11. So yeah, that sounds right.
He hasn't had
Or,
any.
no, he's does he do 10 hours still? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's got for 3 days off. He does 10-hour shifts. So
I called him the other day, Sunday, invited him to an impromptu barbecue, but he had other plans. He was going over to your mom's to help her with some project. So if you get done early, swing by. You're more than welcome. I mean, it was impromptu, last minute. It was like, I was kind of surprised he answered. He's like, I got this going on. I got this. He's like, what are you gonna do? I was like, we're gonna do a tri-tip. He's like, I know. It was last minute. I was like, I get it. If you can't make it, I know. I didn't do a good job of planning. I'm on spontaneous for the next couple days. You know.
Yeah.
If I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Do what you feel like. Do a fig hunt or do a tri-tip. Do whatever you know.
Hey, Pat hasn't had much success on the fig hunts over there at Walmart. Remember, he was going strong there for a bit.
Yeah, they're weird. I think what happens is they and what I've seen at other Walmarts is like they have a stock, and it's like Superstars figures. Say there's like 10 of those. If these don't all sell, then they don't get new ones ordered in. So they just leave them there, and they just old shit sits there, or like Elite 87 still there, and it's like if nobody buys them, they just leave them there at that certain store. They don't take them off the shelves and like get rid of them somehow, like they did. I think they're doing better, like COVID times, or I don't know, or pre-COVID. But yeah, like I caught the new Superstars line. I'll bring those. I got them unpunched. Muhammad Ali, British Bulldog, and Kane, and and like I think I brought him last time, but he didn't take him. But the unpunched Andre and Doink. So you should have a full set now of all the latest ones that are out.
So is the unpunched? Is that more?
I mean, it's just like it's like.
It's cool to you and me.
I mean, if you were gonna, I doubt you could sell it for any more at this point. But it's the kind of thing where like, like real collector, and like you got like, it's like the complete card. It's not like the little thing punched out too. And I don't know. It's just
this fucker never sat on a shelf.
Yeah, pretty much. And a lot of them I've gotten, like they put them on the peg, but it's still hanging. It's like a hanging Chad from 2000 election. So I just
you can put it
back in. It's in there. It's not going anywhere.
Hey, so let me ask you now. In less than 11 hours, the big San Diego Comic-Con exclusive is dropping tomorrow at 9 a.m., I believe. I think it's tomorrow. Are you going to go for it?
Oh, the Shawn Michaels? No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm pretty disappointed. I want to hear. I'm sure it'll come out eventually, but I want to hear what the actual like thing was going to be. Whether it's going to be like a Rocky or like something else I thought of the other day, and I was like, oh, that could have been it, but maybe I can't think of what it would be. I don't know. Other than the Rocky, like there's nothing obvious, and that was just kind of like a fantasy thing anyway. That just because it was in a video game doesn't mean it's the same license for toys. Like Mattel's a different company. But if I think of it, I'll let you know. But there was something else I thought of, and I was like, oh, maybe that was it.
So do you think the Shawn Michaels will sit?
I mean, if they're smart, they didn't make as many as they made Muhammad Ali, and then yeah, I think it'll sit.
They were even advertising that figure on Raw the other day.
They've never done that shit before, have they?
It was Shawn Michaels' birthday on Monday as well, so.
Okay. I bet that'll help it a lot, but yeah, I mean, I kind of get the Ali now. I'm like, the more I think about it, like none of these fucking little dweebs that come up today. It's like first of all, boxing's not what it was, and then second, like Ali is like he hasn't been alive for a number of years, so it's like I don't know, like casual.
He's not cool to the hipsters. He's not cool to the millennials.
Yeah, very casual people and like people that have I don't know, but like what did sell out? The Sergeant Slaughter, they had such a big crossover with G.I. Joe that all the G.I. Joe people probably bought it too, and they probably made less of those. And then
Did the Slim Jim Macho? That probably did.
that sold out, and I don't know how many they made of those, but like I would have thought like, oh, everybody, like not just like wrestling fans, comic fans and whoever, be like, that's a cool thing. But yeah, maybe they just were making limited quantities, and then with Ali they made too many. But the No Holds Barred sold out too, so they must. I bet they make different quantities every year, just depending on what they think. And it's like
we had success with the No Holds Barred selling out. I think between us, didn't we get 4 or 5 of them?
I thought so. I know I got 2, and I gave you one. I thought, right? Or
no, I got one for myself. I think you gave one. Traded one to Jesus, I think, possibly.
Yeah, somebody else wanted one, and I got it for them.
So maybe we only got 3.
The Slaughter year, I got 2, and then nobody else tried, and then it sold out. And I got 2 of the black Chase, and my friend had wanted one, so I got him one.
He wanted the Chase, or he just wanted one in general, and the Chase just happened to be.
We both just wanted one, and then they did the thing where like they sent 2 Chases to me, and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. I still got it. I'm gonna keep that forever. But I didn't get the regular, and I'm not like, oh, I wanted a regular. I don't give a shit. The Mr. T, that was the one after Slim Jim Macho Man. So Slim Jim Macho Man, that was the first year I started looking, because I missed it I missed it the first San Diego Comic-Con, but then I saw online one day, it was like, oh, a bunch just popped up on this one website, Entertainment Earth. So I went and bought it.
Mr. T or the Slim Jim or the Macho Man?
So that kind of alerted me that there's all these San Diego things every year. So then the next year was Mr. T, and I tried really hard. It didn't fucking work. And so that's another one. Mr. T was like rare, or like they must not have made that many. And then there was a big demand from like probably more than wrestling fans. So yeah, I never got that one either. And then they made the
Shockmaster.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, and I bought
that one, right?
I bought it second hand, like aftermarket, for like probably way more than it's worth, or maybe it's worth more now, but I think I paid like, I don't want to say close to 100, but I paid a lot for it, like compared to, like, it wasn't $20. It was at least double or triple or maybe close to 100, but I was like, that's a cool figure. That was before I was collecting though, so I didn't even know that was they probably didn't even sell it online. It was probably you had to go to the convention. I don't know.
So how did you get that? You found that on one of those sites?
Yeah, I was just like, I was Googling shit, and I think I either got it from Amazon or got it, I'm pretty sure it was just on Amazon. And Amazon, now that I'm like more into checking prices, they always overcharge on everything. I think I was just searching stuff, and that came up, and I was like, oh, I'll get that. Or maybe it was eBay. It's probably eBay. But yeah, I must have just happened upon it. I kind of wish I had that one. Damn. I should look that up.
I'd like to see it. I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Where does he have that cap? Do you know?
I think he just put it in his room or something. Like,
it's not.
Yeah, it was never really out that I can recall. And like, it's cool too because he's upside down.
It's upside down, right?
Yeah. They're coming out with a new tugboat, and I'm like, I bet they'll just put a fucking another Shockmaster out eventually.
Like a Tugboat Ultimate or a Tugboat Elite?
Yeah, there's a Tugboat Elite coming out. I'll probably get it.
Oh, the chase might be Typhoon?
Huh?
And then maybe they'll make the chase be a Typhoon?
Maybe. You never know. Nah, I don't think they will, just because they'd have to like retool. No, a Typhoon just came out too, like not that long ago.
Yeah, that's right. With Earthquake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Typically $125. Damn.
For the Shockmaster.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's right up there with the Slim Jim Macho Man.
There he is, upside down. Like he's coming through the wall. That's cool.
So the Slim Jim Macho Man is same in that. It's in that range, huh?
Let me see.
125
I remember
to 2?
you paid aftermarket for it, right?
I think I paid 150. I think.
It's really?
I think so.
Yeah, you were like hyped on it. It's 150 on eBay right now, and another person has it for 249. So it's around 150. Probably in years it'll be. I think I paid the Entertainment Earth price is probably like $70 or something. But
that's a good figure to have, though. If you're a Macho Man collector, that's a good one to have.
Yeah, that's kind of like, that's one. It's in the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Hall of Fame. It went in the Hall of Fame like the first year.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they did. They kind of like, they did their Hall of Fame, and they kind of like did too many things, and they were like, we kind of like, they put Ultimate Hogan in, but the skin tone was like not as tan as it should be, and they're like, they regret doing that because they fixed it. But I don't know. There's that
Ultimate Hogan without the hot dog tan.
Yeah, just the pale. I got that one. Hogan.
Which one is that? Do I have that one?
Hollywood, pale Hollywood. You might have the hot dog tan one. They probably already they redid it. The Hollywood.
Oh, I have a Hollywood Hogan Ultimate.
Yeah, I got it up there. It's the old one.
So the other one. So the one that they put in the Hall of Fame was not an Ultimate?
It was that Ultimate that's up there, but they've been like, it didn't really have the best tan, and like now that other stuff's come out, we're like, we put that in too soon. We should have waited. So I think they redid some rules and made it like, the figure has to have been out for like a number of years, because they were just putting, the first year they were just putting shit in that came out that year, and they're like, it didn't really make sense. It's like with wrestling or baseball Hall of Fames where like who's that fucker? Who's the Japanese dude that's like really good right now? And
Shohei Ohtani.
It'd be like, as soon as Ohtani is eligible, like it'd be like, he just started playing this year and he's really great. We'll put him in the Hall of Fame this year. It's like, no, you can't do that, because maybe he'll suck ass the next 5 years and ruin all his credibility that he had the first couple years. And it's like, you gotta kind of give, for Hall of Fames, you gotta give shit time to marinate, and especially look back after and go, like, when they always make it like the guy in Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame, they make the guy, he has to be 35 and has to have been wrestling for like on the national stage for like 10 years. I don't know, some number of years before you put him in the Hall of Fame, because Kurt Angle went in like a couple years in or 5 years in or something, and it was like, it's just like or The Rock, even though they are Hall of Famers, they went in too quick, and it was like, you gotta wait till
makes sense,
to make sure that they don't shit the bed later on.
So back to the Hogan, is there two different versions of that Hogan, or is there two different figures?
It's the same Hogan. You know what they've done with a lot of Ultimates? So the Hogan and The Rock and like several others, they've re-released them. Like the Rock one that I got during COVID.
And the Bret.
So when those are the old versions, they were Ultimate, but they didn't have the butterfly chest, and they didn't have like some other like joints that were like as flexible or whatever. So they've re-released and they've updated skin tones if they need to, and they've put the butterfly. So like there's a re-release of the Rock Ultimate that I have that wasn't it. That one was Amazon exclusive, but the new one was just sold everywhere, and it has the butterfly chest and like maybe some other articulation. But the like the Hogan, I think it's the same thing. They put the new articulation, and if it didn't have it, and a new skin tone, like made it darker.
Okay. Because I think I got the first generation of that Ultimate Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, maybe you did. Because it was on ringside forever, I think.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you ordered that one for me.
Really?
I mean,
Maybe.
I guess I could go get it and look at it. Would we
think-
be able to tell?
Huh?
I guess I could go get it and look at it. Would we be able to tell if that's the original one or the hot dog or the?
Yeah, I could pull mine down too, and we can
I get.
This is a new segment for the podcast called Compare Hogan's Hot Dog Tan. Let's see. All right, here we go. Comparing Hogan's. So yeah, you see, he's definitely not tan enough. You can tell right away. It's totally. He should be way darker.
Oh yeah, mine's not.
He should be like Samoan dark at least, or even.
This
even
one definitely
dark.
doesn't have the hot dog town on it.
So like, yeah, this is not it because I'm looking at Farouk. I have a Farouk figure, and that's the tan Hogan should be in this figure, and I've seen it in stores. It should be way darker.
Oh, so we have the
We have
first
the old one, and it should say like, let me see. It probably says like the date, like a date, like trademark date, 2020. It says 2020 on mine.
We're at on the bottom.
On the bottom, right at the beginning of.
Oh yeah, 2020 Mattel.
Yeah, so I bet it would say like I bet it would be updated and say like 2024 or 3 or whatever.
Oh, so we have the originals.
Yeah, for sure.
Which we're not sure if that's good or bad.
I mean, it might sometimes they're worth more if it's the older one, but not having the hot dog tan, that's not a bonus. If you just collecting.
Oh! Man down! Man down!
Oh no, he dropped he toppled his tower of figures.
Oh man, I feel like a little kid.
Terrible news. Oh,
Terrible news. We have a man down.
You know what I realized too? They were talking shit about the boa. The boa this is not the type of boa that apparently he used during this time. This is like a boa that he used a boa like this in when he came back in the red and yellow in WWF.
I'm back.
Did you hear all that?
So it's a different boa too?
No, the boa is just like inaccurate. I heard it's like a boa that it doesn't look like anything he ever wore in WCW, and it's more like a boa he wore in WWF when he came back in the red and yellow.
Huh.
So that was part of it too.
So there's a lot wrong with this Hogan figure.
Yeah, it's not the best, but
it's not accurate.
Not 100%. I think a new Hogan Ultimate came out and it was like better or more accurate, but I don't know. Or not Ultimate, a new Hollywood Hogan from an Elite line. It's like more accurate.
The Elite one ended up being better than the Ultimate, huh? In terms of accuracy and.
I think it had the hot dog tan, and then he had like, I don't know. It's just like overall. Or they also said there's this Storm Collectibles Hogan that came out years ago, and it was really good. That was probably the best Hollywood ever. But that dude's, man, did you see him at the Trump rally? That fucker. What a dipshit. He's the biggest liar in history, maybe. Such a, I don't know. Hale's out of school. But it's crazy, like after he said the N-word a bunch, and then they're just like, yeah, you can come speak at our rally, it's fine. Nobody remembers, you're rich. That's okay. It's like, yeah, cool.
Jeez, oh.
But whatever.
Does anybody feel sorry for Sleepy Joe?
Yeah, let's talk politics now. Everybody's gonna love that. I saw some poll today, and it was like on Twitter, so it's probably not real. But it was something like, or maybe it was a joke, but they were like trying to say that Kamala was ahead in the polls, and then RFK had like 8%, and if he wasn't around, then Trump would have that 8% or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. I don't know if it's accurate. It probably wasn't. Probably
Trump
doesn't
is going to run wild. This is going to be the biggest landslide ever this time.
Trumpomania. Yeah, unless she just
this
like
assassination attempt.
she better get The Rock to help her cut a promo or something. I don't know, man. Montel
Hey,
Williams.
What if Trump, when he gets reelected, when he gets reelected, what if he decides to pardon his good friend, Mr. Vince McMahon?
I don't even know. Like,
they could forgive all his things, and then Vince could go back to work where he belongs.
Well, I mean, I don't think Vince is ever gonna even go to jail or anything. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna get convicted. And he'll just settle out of court and give the money or whatever. But Endeavor is never gonna hire. Like, I don't want to say anything. I'm not, in case I try to get a job with that company, but I don't think they're ever gonna bring Vince back. Like, he's never gonna be in power again. And I even heard somebody online speculation is that Triple H isn't in the, like, he could be gone anytime too, you know? Like,
he's not in the good graces.
Some of the stuff, right? If stuff comes out in like court documents, if it does go to trial or something, he's probably like involved somehow, or he knew something. Like, he's just playing dumb. Like, he won't talk about it, but like, I don't know, man. He's got to know. Like he worked with Vince, like basically his son, and like worked directly with him all the time. Didn't know that Vince was doing shit like this. And then he's, like, come on. And that's why he's like at these press conferences, he's like, I can't say anything in support. But like, I don't think they see Triple H as Dana White. I mean, they do in a sense of their version, but they're probably like, if he has to go, he has to go, whatever. Like, they're the owners now. It's not like Triple H is the owner. And they got rid of Vince, and he was much more like powerful than Triple H. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably never see Vince ever again, huh?
Maybe not. Not in any way that involving wrestling, unless he does like a startup of his own. That was the thing. If he gets done with all this court shit or pays people off, then he could start a new wrestling thing. But I don't know. I don't know if he has the energy.
Maybe he could join AEW.
Yeah, he could go. Or Shane. You hear about Shane talking?
I heard about Shane, but it was like a hot topic clickbait, and then it just kind of went away.
But it sounded like he was in the same airport as Mercedes Monet or whatever. That was about it.
That's the extent of it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything crazy.
A few days ago, you sent a picture of the WCW debut Ultimate Warrior. When's that one coming out?
Yeah, that's in the Monday Night Wars line that's coming out. So they've done like 4 of those lines so far, and I think that's the 5th one's coming out, and it's like this is something interesting to only you and me, and maybe like one of the other listeners. But so Monday Night Wars, did I show you the picture of I saw the fake Diesel? They had a fake Diesel in the last line, right?
Yeah.
So now one of the next lines, they're coming out with a Razor, but it's just Razor in yellow gear. And I was like thinking about it, like on the Major podcast today, they were talking about, oh, why would they have Razor? Like, he was gone during the Monday Night Wars. Like, he left to go to WCW, like when they really started. And they were trying to justify it by like Luger was there, and like he's like the puffy shirt that was right when Nitro started, blah blah blah. But then I was like, you know what it is? I bet they could.
It's the fake Razor.
Fake Razor, but they couldn't get Rick Bogner's widow to go, yeah, like, or they didn't want to pay, so they're just like, we'll just put out a fucking Razor.
We're just gonna put a Razor and it won't be Scott Hall.
The head, or like if you make a Rick Bogner custom, or put it with the Diesel. So I was like, I wonder if that's why. I should send that question in. But then there's a Rap is Crap Kurt Hennig coming out. And then the line after that, I think, is the Warrior one. and or there's a DDP too with the taped up ribs, the jeans. So they're definitely all those ones they said they'd never make. They made the Ray pretty much, and it's coming out, I think it's coming out in one of those lines. Who are there were 5. There were the Steiner. They haven't made the Steiner yet. DDP, and Warrior are both coming out in this Monday Night Wars line, and then Hogan was the other one. Hogan, right?
Yeah.
That one might have come out already too. So they said they're never gonna make these figures, but they meant like ultimates. But yeah, they're coming out as elites because they did the designs and prototypes. Like they'd be stupid not to make them. So they're just not gonna have the articulation and the ultimate packaging.
When and if do you think we'll ever see that chance for the fan backing project again? Wouldn't it be right around this time?
Didn't they announce it at Comic-Con in the past?
I believe so. So that could be maybe tomorrow, sometime this weekend.
Because they didn't announce one last year, right?
Yeah, they did the WCW ring that failed. The WCW that was last year.
Dang, this has been a long fucking calendar year right now. Like that seems like 2 years ago to me. I thought they just didn't try anything last year.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's possible.
Because we got 2021 was the one we got the Doink and all that.
That was 2021, and we got it at the end of 22, right? Is when we actually got it in hand.
So maybe you're right because 2021, and then they didn't announce a new one. Then we got it in 2022, and then they were like, okay, it's been a couple years. Here's a new one, and then it didn't get finished, and then now they might announce. Yeah, maybe if they rethought, since they didn't have to make something, now they could try again. Maybe they'll try the stage again and just be like, hey, we got this Monday Night Wars set. Like, I don't know. I doubt it.
So do you think the story will ever come out about what the Comic-Con exclusive was supposed to be that had to get pivoted to? Do you think? I thought one of the guys, Myers or Cardona, had alluded they knew what was supposed to happen and it didn't happen.
That he did. I think what I was thinking, I can't remember who exactly I thought it might be, but I was kind of thinking maybe it's somebody that they thought they were getting the rights to do and then they didn't, like Rocky or whatever, or somebody that they had and then they lost the rights to. So who would fit in that? But I can't think of who I was thinking of. But or maybe like to bring Macho Man back, maybe they thought they'd get Macho Man back. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow when it starts through the weekend. See what they bring up.
Did the Zombie Sailor ever end up making that WrestleMania 7 Macho Man?
So he's like, that dude's, I mean, he gets shit done, but it takes forever. And he keeps saying that, like when he's going to make it to where shit's just in stock and he puts it out and then you buy it and you get it. But they did something they had made a Power and Glory and like several other, like a Jack Tunney one-man gang and like one other figure, and everything except the Power and Glory was in stock. And then they just got the Power and Glory in stock like a month later. So they're still kind of like slow on actually making and getting stuff out. Supposedly it's getting faster and faster. So that one, it's coming, but they don't tell you when. It's kind of a surprise with him. So he might announce a bunch of shit tomorrow too. So, but he also announced like 6-inch or 7-inch figures, like ultimates. There's like a Brian Pillman with a gun. But
must have.
You haven't seen any of those actually come out, so we'll see. Maybe it'll come out. I don't know.
Brian Pillman with the gun is a must-have.
Oh, for sure. He's supposedly, or his son supposedly signed the contract for him to get elites again or WWE figures. So they're probably not gonna make one with a gun, but
can't even put that one in the Monday Night War set.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Or maybe they just sell like a separate. I don't know. It just
gun accessory not included.
I don't think, but could like doctor it up with a GI Joe or something.
What else did we get? Did we get all the topics?
What about you? You wanted to honor that one dude?
Oh, Buddy Ryan, man. Buddy Ryan.
Who's Buddy Ryan?
Buddy Ryan was the coach of the Gangrene Eagles in the 80s, and he was just a son bitch that talked shit about everybody, but he could coach the shit out of defense. He was just a mastermind defensive coach. And then he would always get the teams good to the point where they would go to the playoffs, and then they would just choke they would just choke in the playoffs. But like Buddy Ryan, he didn't care who you were. If you were the owner of the team, he would just talk shit about you. And like, even though the guy was like signing his checks, like he would talk shit, and like he did a good job for the Eagles, and he won. But then he got fired because they didn't win in the playoffs, and he pissed his boss off. So he could coach the shit out of some defense. He definitely was a wonderful defensive coach, and he hated the Dallas Cowboys, so that's like bravado, that's swag. Yeah. But Buddy Ryan, good fucking football coach. Retired Army, like he was a sergeant in the Army, served our country proudly. Then in retirement, moved out to Kentucky and raised horses. I mean, he's kind of a fascinating, tragic hero to an extent. But I don't think he felt sorry for himself, but like, because he had so much cockiness and swagger. But like, when he was the head coach, his teams didn't win the championship. But when he was like assistant coach or just coaching defense, he won Super Bowls doing stuff like that. But when it was just him.
How long ago was he coaching?
For the Eagles? From about like 85 to 90.
Okay.
So like, I first heard of him probably about like 85. That he was just like a cocky fat guy that talked shit about everybody, the players, the referees, the Dallas Cowboys. He fucking hated Tom Landry.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, he kind of like inspired a young Songbird.
To hate Cowboys?
Well, yeah, definitely that. Definitely hate the Dallas Cowboys. They're the worst. Dallas Cowboys are the worst. They're just the worst. But yeah, Buddy Ryan. Te salud, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We got to have one. We got to honor a great patriot, a great American, guy that served in Korea.
Wow.
Guy that talked shit about the owner of the team.
Yeah.
Then got fired and kind of wondered why he got fired.
Sounds like he left a legacy.
Yeah. Definitely. He definitely did. He definitely didn't like Tom Landry.
Damn.
Fuck those guys though.
What I got some more topics if you're down to go later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So one, I got a piss, but I can give you something to marinate on. So this week after my death scare, a guy hit me up that used to live here. I was 80's old roommate. He's a guy from Alabama, Roll Tide guy, Roll Damn Tide. And she called him Bama because he was so Alabama guy. And but he lives in Florida now. But anyway, he watches wrestling. And he was talking about how, so first of all, he was talking about how he went to SmackDown and like he was gonna buy the World Heavyweight Championship and walk around with it. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta tell this guy, like, if you're gonna carry that around, you gotta defend it, buddy. So be ready to defend it. Well, and second, we're talking WrestleMania tickets because he's gonna come out for WrestleMania, and he was like, oh, they're already on sale and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, like, have you heard about this? They're already on sale, but it's what he told me is it's actually there's these companies that get a certain amount of tickets to these shows and they already know they're going to get them. They just don't know where they're going to be, or they know like 200 section, 300 section, whatever. So they're selling them this early before regular sale, pre-sale or anything goes online. They're selling these so that you're just like, oh, I want to secure a spot, but it's like $1,000 for like a 200 level ticket, which is just ridiculous. And there's Groupons too. My lady found Groupons. You ever heard of that site?
Yeah, I heard of Groupon.
Type of thing, but it's like way overpriced tickets. So I was like, I don't want to buy like super overpriced tickets ahead of time. I'd rather wait until like they go on sale and then try and get some decent ones, or like I'm not gonna overpay now and then get the same tickets for half the price, you know?
Absolutely. We've done this before. It's not our first rodeo.
No, not at all. And then the other thing was like, what was last year's attendance or this year's at Eagle Stadium? Was it like 80,000?
If I was like 140 and change for the 2 days, yeah, it was 70. It was 70 and change both days. And I think Allegiant's bigger.
Is it?
It's bigger than the Eagle Stadium, yeah.
People keep telling me Allegiant will only fit like 65,000. I thought it was built for 80.
I thought it was built for 100.
I don't think it's 100. I think 80 is the max.
For football or for wrestling?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Well, like I don't even know. Somebody told me 65 is the most they're going to get for football. Maybe for football.
We could,
because you can fit more with wrestling because they go on the field. Let me go piss while you look that up. Keep the fans entertained.
I will. So I'm looking up the seating capacity for Allegiant Stadium here. 65,000 according to this thing that I Googled. So let's look up Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Eagles, the Super Bowl 52 champions. 69,879 for Lincoln Financial Field. So I guess, according to this, Lincoln Financial Field, which was built in 2003, and I was at the first game, fun fact, first Monday night game, the Eagles played in the new stadium, I was there. Built in 2003 against Tampa Bay, Monday Night Football, fun fact, apparently has a higher seating capacity than Allegiant Stadium does in Las Vegas, which to me is kind of hard to believe because Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world, and I would think that they would want to have a bigger venue that could seating venue, but I could be wrong. Feel free to comment below on your thoughts. So I guess I could let me look up WrestleMania attendance this year. Let's see what the WrestleMania attendance was.
Back at it.
So Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Eagles, is 69,000 and change, which is more than the 65 at Allegiant.
Yeah. It is 65 then.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, because I think originally I heard, I thought it was going to be built for like 100,000. And somebody's like, it's going to be 80. And then they built it, and then it sounds like it's less, like 65. So
according to this, confirmed people that attended WrestleMania over the 2 nights was 145,298.
Okay. I wonder if they still do the gimmick numbers though, like the fucking WrestleMania.
The Pontiac Silverdome?
Yeah. I don't know if I can trust them, but yeah, first I'm gonna have one of these and then that's it.
Okay.
Deadpool version.
Yeah. Is it the same? Is the Deadpool the same flavor as Wolverine?
This is a double.
A double?
Yeah, sorry. It's not. But it's 8.1% instead of 7.
Huh.
Deadpool with the burrito, and then. But it's not. I mean, I don't even know if Marvel's licensing this. I think because they put skull faces, maybe they can get away with it.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
But anyway, yeah. So what are you thinking for Mania? So I was throwing out there. I mean, first of all, ideal to go both nights, but I don't know if that's realistic. Is everybody going to be able to take two, like? Because you can't just take 2 days off. You got to take 4 pretty much, right?
Well, we probably would want to go to the SmackDown before. We'd probably want to go to the Hall of Fame. We would probably want to go to Night 1, Night 2, and Monday Night Raw. And possibly if there's an NXT event.
Theoretically, there's going to be 100 indie shows in town, and I'll get on ideally, I'll get on 2 to 10, you know? Like, I'll at least get on 1, I think. But, just depends, but hopefully it'll be a thing where we can go to 4 shows or Hall of Fame. The SmackDown will have the Hall of Fame on Friday, and then you go to Raw on Monday, so that's 4 shows. So you need 5 or 6 days off. So is everybody gonna be able to do that? Is everybody gonna want to sit together? Because it's if you and Patrick, I think will come. I don't know about Jesus.
Ramiro. It's hard to,
I know this other guy, the Alabama guy, wants to kind of sit in the same section. So it's gonna have to be a very calculated, let's buy. We gotta figure out how many tickets. They're probably gonna go on sale August, September, October type of thing. November at the latest. So we gotta kind of go who's really going to what shows. I was bringing up to the Alabama guy that the boxes. So I've seen online before, you think a box suite or whatever, it's going to be insane money, but they do have box seats where there's say there's 20 seats in the box, and they just sell them for probably a little overpriced compared to what you would pay for a seat closer, but you're in a box, you get TVs in there and whatever. You can hear everything. You can hear the commentary. When you're there, you look out the window, you can see the thing. I'm wondering if that's something to consider for one of the nights. Because if we could all rent out we buy up all the seats in one box for our crew. Maybe there's people. That'd be cool to do, and it's 2 nights, so maybe we'll do the box one night and try to get close seats the other.
Try to get the chairs the other night.
Maybe, but I think minimum it's gonna be $1,000 to get a chair if you can even get one for that amount.
1,000.
Yeah, and I mentioned that to the Alabama guy, and he's like, you might as well just get a cheaper seat and then buy a heavyweight title, while you're there, because the amount you're paying to take the chair is so much extra. You could buy buy a replica belt or something,
Right.
And then you could just go online the next day or a month later and get the same chair for $100 is what they typically I see them for. But
we've proven that you can do that.
Yeah. Paying to get a chair might not be the way to go. I liked our seats at the 2015 or whatever WrestleMania.
Yeah, those were great.
But yeah, I wonder how much. We paid. What do we pay? Close to $400 for those, or?
I have the ticket upstairs. I would have to go look at it, but I still have the ticket.
So.
And the Survivor Series 2017, that was another good one.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
2018.
I'm betting similar tickets for Mania at this year. I would think it'd be double what we paid in 20.
I think so too, because it just feels like everything over there in Las Vegas is priced more.
That and
the tickets for the Raiders are through the roof.
Everything too, everything's gone up.
Inflation.
Biden's America, Fucking Biden.
Motherfucker. Fuck that guy.
Did he quit tonight? Did he? I was watching AEW. Did he gave a speech, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not going to seek re-election. Tapped out.
So who do you endorse? RFK or huh?
Kamala.
Oh, really? They're just gonna see. That's such a scam. They're talking about it? And it's like, yeah, that is kind of a scam. Like how they didn't have to do the fucking like, oh, we're not picking Biden, so we're gonna do electoral whatever. Like pick a new guy and vote. It's like not democracy at all. It's all a scam.
That was one thing he was trying to protect the democracy. He said that.
If they had done that with, if something similar had happened and they did like Trump that way, it'd be like people would be freaking out, But they're like, it's no big deal. But I don't think the Republicans are freaking out because they're like, oh, he'll beat this lady. We'll see. They should have gotten Michelle Obama to run. She'd probably rally people.
I don't think so.
Or who's a good talker that could battle Trump? They need they need Dwayne. I think Dwayne's
the yeah, Dwayne.
Up.
I don't think anybody after that assassination attempt. I don't think anybody could beat Trump now.
That picture's like, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Have you seen the MAGA stands? Have you seen those turn up? Like when I was working in the parcel store, the MAGA, Make America Great Again, they have like stands of selling shirts and stickers and hats. Yeah, I was tripping out on that.
I've like once in a while I'll see like, oh, there's a bunch of dudes in their pickup trucks like driving around with the flags and like there's like a whole line of people like yeah. But I probably don't go to the right places to see. Or they definitely at the big park where I played Pokemon last year, they had a rally, like Trump was there. And then Biden was here like a week and a half ago while I was working on this job.
Biden was there in Vegas?
And he came to Mandalay to talk, and then he got COVID at Lindo Michoacan or something. He got COVID while he was here.
Get the fuck out.
And then and then like right after that he stepped down. He said he was going to step
Vegas?
down.
Sleepy Joe is in Vegas?
Yeah, he came to Mandalay to talk, and then they're just like,
It's hard to believe he would go to Las Vegas.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of, it's like pretty Republican here, maybe. Like the governor, I think he was it was a Democrat, and then this sheriff governor that's Republican won last time, so they've been coming here more. But Trump was here like a month ago at the big park, Pokemon Park.
I just feel like Trump, he could go to Vegas, like that's like normal for him, but Biden is like he's like oblivious.
Yeah, those fuckers come here a lot. There must be something going. There must be like baby blood or something like on discount here. There must be some like. They're always like, I always hear about them coming here, and it's like this place isn't that big. It's like all tourists, so like it must be like some kind of algorithm, like oh, like you hit more tourists that way, and then you hit like coming here, you must hit like groups from all over because they're just tourists. They're like, oh, the president's in town, I'm gonna go to that, and then they go back to their place and like, yeah, it was awesome, like spread the word. Because I always like. Twice a year, a president comes here, or like either a president or a fucking like candidate. They're always talking about Kamala's here all the time. They must be like doing some shit on the side. Like I don't know. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I never knew that. Yeah, I don't watch much news.
I turn on the news. As soon as I get up in the morning, I'll turn on the news and just leave it on while I cook. And if I hear something cool, I'll listen. And then if I don't, I turn on fucking. Oh, here's something I recommend. You ever watch YouTubes?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this thing called Wrestle Me. Look up Wrestle Me. So it's basically it's like a bunch of short clips. I think it's a podcast that somebody has split up into small clips, like between 10 and 30 minutes. And so it's these two comedy writers from England, I think. And they're just kind of like reviewing old wrestling shows. So like it'll be like what did I watch recently? Like there's one that is about like it says Vince McMahon's terrible talk show, and it's just like them reviewing an episode of what was the show called where Vince McMahon was kind of like the talk show host?
Tuesday Night Titans.
Yeah, so it's them reviewing that and just talking about like they love talking about Lord Alfred Hayes because he's a British guy, but like how terrible he was. He was just like so awful. Or the other day they were reviewing a WCW show from like the late 80s, early 90s, and it was Dick Slater and Dick Murdoch came out to steal Missy Hyatt away, and they're like, yeah, basically Dick Murdoch or Dick yeah, I think it's Murdoch. He's known as Captain Redneck and pretty much a well-known member of the KKK. And Dusty Rhodes said one time he invited him to a party, and when he showed up, he didn't tell him it was a KKK party. And they're like, what are these KKK members must have thought Dusty was a black man the way he talked all the time. And just like, I don't know, they're pretty funny. Like, and it's just quick little like I'm really swept up in it because it'll be like one about Rick Rude, and like it'll just be like a 10-minute like them talking about a Rick Rude and Sting match or something. It's pretty funny. I'd recommend it highly.
Wrestle Me?
Yeah, just look up Wrestle Me on YouTube, and then it should be like the cut, like it'll be like whatever it is, and then it plays when you click on it. It plays like a theme song from the 80s kind of thing, and that's like it looks like Hogan's chest, but it has like a weird tattoo on it. I can't remember what it says, but yeah, it's
okay.
a good, something fun to watch.
I will look into that.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty funny.
Okay. Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah. What else? Anything you recommend watching lately?
Cobra Kai, the new season of Cobra Kai.
How is it?
I liked it. I watched the 5 episodes, and then I guess in November there's going to be 5 more, and then sometime at the beginning of next year in 2025 there's going to be 5 more. So they're just setting up the final season. I don't know if they're going to do a spinoff or not, but I mean, there's possibilities of a spinoff. I'm assuming.
Setting it up for one of the young kids, or
possibly, yeah. Just depends on which one.
I didn't finish the last maybe the last couple seasons. I think I got through 1 and 2, and then what are they on, 5?
6?
6. I don't think I did 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5. I got to catch up. Pretty solid all the way through.
Yeah. I've enjoyed that series from the start. Yeah, it's good. Now that you have some free time and you're not working graveyards, maybe watch the Cobra Kai.
I got offered an Apple TV job the next 4 days, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do it. It was with somebody from Breaking Bad was making it, the creators or something.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm okay. I need some days off. That's the only thing I'll miss about this job. I'm like, I just don't want to work that week.
That's a good deal. It's a good deal.
You getting tired? You want to shut it down, or? Yeah, me too. Gotta get up early.
Me too. 7:30 tomorrow.
All right. We'll shut it down and then do an update next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for the Shawn Michaels if I remember tomorrow. I'm thinking about it.
Hey, how much it was?
44, I think. 44.99.
Fuck. Now you got me like, maybe I should. I don't know. We'll see. What time? It's like 9 a.m. probably, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Usually what it is. We'll see. If I'm up and I think of it, maybe I'll check it out. I feel like it's just gonna. The only thing about it is what I'm waiting for is those Coliseum Classics and like some of the things at the end of the year they go
half off,
one half off, or buy one get one free or whatever.
That's when we strike and get the Heart Foundation.
And the Roddy Piper and Georgia Animal Steel, I want those ones too, kind of.
You don't have those ones?
Nah, because I was like, I'm not gonna pay full price because I don't want them that bad, but I'll get them if it's down to like whatever 70.
Outsiders.
That's ringside exclusive. Those did look cool. I saw pictures today, and Scott Hall's doing the face and fingers thing where he does that. It's like, fuck, I probably should get it.
Oh, so outsiders is not going to go half off, huh?
I mean, if they don't sell out on ringside, but I jumped the gun and bought the Steiners already, so I might as well.
Did you get the Steiners?
Yeah, they're coming someday. I was like, the reason I held out on the Hall and Nash is I got them up on my toy shelf up there. They're fucking doing the Too Sweet already with fucking bandanas. Let me see if you can see this. See these fuckers?
Oh yeah.
See, so why am I gonna get why am I gonna get the other ones? But it did look cool with Nash in the red gear, and then Hall and their ultimates, and then then I'm like, if I'm not gonna display the ultimates, why am I even buying them anymore? So either I gotta display them and then like I'm not gonna put more up there. I gotta fucking make some rules here to find too much shit. But yeah, all right.
So the whole foundation has a chance we can get half off.
I think the Coliseum collections, and then maybe there's a new thing, the territory one where it was like Billy Graham, Gorilla Monsoon,
Muhammad Ali.
Huh?
Was Ali on that one?
Ali with Gorilla Monsoon, and then Billy Graham with Harley Race. I'd get that for the Harley Race. I like the Harley Race.
Is he touching his dick?
Huh?
Is Harley Race touching his dick in that figure?
I think he was. No, I don't know. Probably good. I have my phone gives me memories of pictures I've taken. And Harley Race touching his dick came up. I was like, oh shit, I should send it to Chris. Yeah, I was like, that's a good memory.
Harley Race. Why is Harley Race touching his dick in this?
I still got one in here somewhere. I gotta find it, but it's in package. Mint on card.
Harley Race touching his dick. Exclusive.
Yeah, ringside exclusive.
Exclusive. Could you imagine posting that on eBay? Harley Race touching his dick.
I don't know if they'd let that be up for long. I don't know how that works.
But if you put pictures on it, I mean, that's like...
He is touching his dick.
That's self-explanatory.
Gotta be worth more, right?
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if all the Harley Races are touching his dick. I mean...
I feel like I saw a couple in store, and they weren't touching their dicks. And like one of the three that I got...
wasn't touching his dick, huh?
Yeah, and I think I opened that one because I was like, oh, how am I going to keep that?
He's not touching his dick. This isn't a rarity.
Yeah, he's up there. So I definitely opened one. But the other one has
You had like 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I definitely bought 3 because I was like, oh, this is going to be like...
one, and then fucking Peyton took it.
It wasn't worth more. It didn't matter. But the Harley Race that is in that other set, he has the cool, like, the mustache that Triple H copied, and probably touching his dick, He's a real piece of shit, sounds like. I watched the Dark Side of the Ring on him. And he seemed like cool, but then like privately, like he's like beating his wife and like just getting mad, like getting just drunk all the time, just like abusing people, like not the greatest guy. Like kind of a shithead because he was drunk all the time and like not a nice drunk. So.
Oh, so he wouldn't fit in well with us.
He'd be like I'll drive us to like Jesus and JP would be like, let's go to the office and like we'll just get a ride, and he'd be like, I'll drive us there, and then he'd drive us 100 miles an hour down to fucking Louis B's in Santa Maria or something. And throw beers, hitting signs the whole way, and like fucking just I don't know. He just sounded like crazy. Like he fucked himself up. Like he retired himself or fucked his back up, like driving a boat drunk. And the wife was like, "Don't go out there drunk," and he like would be like, "Fuck you," like just or hit her or something. I don't know. You gotta watch Dark Side of the Ring. Like him, and then like It Was Sad Sandman was like cool the whole way through, and then towards the end he's like, "When I went to WCW, I got on the juice. Everybody was like huge, so I had to get on the juice." And he's all like jacked up for the Sandman, but still drinking a ton of beer. And then his wife was like, "Yeah, that's when our relationship ended." He started like getting abusive, like he was too gassed up on all the
You
steroids.
know what it is? In the immortal words of Joe House, these bitches are just talking out of turn, and they had it coming. They shouldn't have been talking out of turn.
I don't know if that's true.
Remember Joe House and talking out of turn?
Yeah, I talked to him I called him at the job the other day.
No shit.
Yeah, and he sounds like he's just fucking like, so I'm just trying to do good. Like he's not doing anything, just kind of like mellow. I'm like, "You watch UFC anymore? You used to be so into that." And he's like, "Nah, don't even watch." He's just like, "I'm just helping my dad and my brother, just trying to be good." And I was like, "That's good. Better that he's not drinking. It's great." He might come to Patrick's, especially if it's at Patrick's.
It's at Patrick's.
Yeah.
Patrick, this was like me talking to Patrick was like Bret Hart talking to the British Bulldog for the SummerSlam '92 match. He said,
"Oh, that was one of the WrestleMe's I watched. They were talking about this guy, this old British wrestler, and he was wrestling Young David, and Young David was Davey Boy Smith, the skinniest young boy you ever saw, and they were just talking about it, and they were talking about at some point they brought up like, yeah, it's a lot like the Bret Hart and British Bulldog match is like reversed though or something, and yeah, you should look that shit up. They bring up a lot of inside stuff that like if you're a fan you know, but if like.
Well, they said Bret, he tried to talk to the British Bulldog all weekend, and he was too busy smoking crack cocaine with the Anvil, so he never got to like talk to him.
Yep. So then he was just blown up in the ring, and he's like, "What's next? What's next, Bret?" Just walking him through. It's like having a match with a broomstick or whatever.
Well, I told Pat, I was like, if you don't mind, he's like, "Nah, if you give me 3 weeks, my house will be hospitable with 3 weeks notice." Like, all right.
Yeah, you should get Uber Mom over so you don't have to drink 17 beers and then drive home.
Oh, I told Samoa Eric he was in. This is his second audition.
Oh yeah, yeah. See if he doesn't bring only. He only gets paper cups now.
Yeah, because he broke fucking Patrick's prize china, his fine china.
Dang, he's lucky he didn't break the Batman Forever glass from McDonald's.
Oh man, he would have been shown the exit right then and there.
No Riddler bug.
Poor Eric.
Yeah, it's okay.
First chance he gets, he breaks a fucking fine china, man.
I don't even. What did he break? Was it really fine china or was it just kind of like random glass?
It was a glass. Random.
It was probably a free Jack Daniels glass from one of those
gift packs.
Christmas packs.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But still, Eric hadn't even been there fucking 10 minutes and he's breaking shit.
He's solo cups only.
Maybe. Yeah, he needs to pay his penance with the fucking kendo shot. He got to take a kendo stick.
Oh yeah, we got to give him one of those. Put up a sign like you break anything, you get a kendo stick shot.
From everybody.
I'll bring it. I think I got it at I got one at my mom's. It was a 2-pack on Amazon. I got one here and one at my mom's.
What is the practical use for a kendo stick?
It's supposed to be like a training sword, right? So
I don't know.
I think it's like a martial art. Like if instead of like a real sword or I mean, it hurts. So you're like, like you train yourself not to get stabbed, you know? I think. I don't know.
So they're readily available if you know where to search.
You just go on Amazon. They're I got 2-pack for like $20. I don't know. It wasn't expensive. It's just it's like bamboo or something. It's just wood.
I remember the video of me taking the kendo stick shot with my Kobe jersey on.
Yeah. And then I took one too. I think Joey took one too. And then everybody else is like, I'm good.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who takes fucking
marks?
Huh?
They leave a mark on you?
Probably.
Yeah, they leave marks if you're not used to it, for sure.
Who does that? Who just sits around, gets all fucked up, and then takes kendo stick shots?
Guys that know how to have a good time.
Fuck yeah. That's us.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Yeah, get some rest.
Have a good night.
You too.
Later. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly.